So you have shoulder pain since long and you see a doctor and he advises you for a shoulder rotator cuff surgery. He says there is a tear, but it's a partial tear. So you chose to go to a physio who says, let me fix this with some of the exercises. So today I am going to show you those exercises which can fix your rotator cuff and your shoulder if you are not willing to go for a surgery and also want to live pain-free and do your activities freely. So, starting the drill. So first thing, rotator cuff is a group of 4 muscles. So today I am going to show you the rotators, external rotators and internal rotators and all supra, infra, teres. So all these exercises. Now what you have to do is side lying position. What you have to do is roll a towel here and then move out like this. So shoulder has 2 movements when we move out and in. So when we move external rotation and when we are moving internally. When we are moving out, this is our infra and teres, and when we are moving in, this is subscapularis. So normally subscapularis is a very big muscle. So at times that is also we see the tears there also, and supraspinatus is the prime muscle which goes for a partial tear or a complete tear. So we are going to fix those. So what you have to do is be on your sideline, put a towel roll and then move out. So first, when you are starting your exercises with pain, you don't have to do it vigorously. You have to do it with holds. Basically, you have to focus on isometrics. So what you have to do is you have to go out pain-free. You should not move into your pain zone. Just stay pain-free. Hold it here for 30 seconds and then move in. So there are no number of repetitions are less, but holding some more. So isometric holds, you are holding it here 30 seconds and you are coming down slowly. So the tempo is very slow and the repetitions maximum you should go to 5 to 7 repetitions, but holdings will be like 30 to 20 seconds when you are moving out. So here a hold of 30 seconds while coming down. The tempo is again very slow. That means you should take 5 or 6 seconds to come back. So this is one of the very good exercises when it comes to rotator cuff training. So next set of exercise. So I'm going to show you, we call it prone W, Ys and Ts. It is a wonderful set of exercise and normally we don't focus all these exercises and it works together on all the rotator cuff muscles. So what you have to do is keep both your hands out, the scapulas, squeeze the scapulas. You don't have to hold here, you just hold up. Again, as I said, number of repetitions will be less. Go down. Holdings are important. When you come to a physiotherapy setup, we have modalities to control the pain, but if you are doing exercises, if you're doing it in a slow tempo, the pain also works well. Pain reduces when you are doing it and you are putting it more on holds rather than dynamic movements, rather than repetitions. So W's. Hold it here, 30 seconds. Tempo is slow. Go slow, take 6 seconds to reach here, 6 seconds to come up. Holding is 30 seconds. So the tempo is 6:36. That means 6 seconds to come up, 30 seconds to hold and 6 seconds to go down. So this is prone W. Now I'm going to show you prone Y. How you have to do is take it, lift up. Yes. Hold it here. This can be done at the front also. This can be done at the back also. Agar front mein you are not comfortable with pain, if you have pain, so you do this. So holding it here again, the tempo will be same, 6, 30 and 6. So 6 seconds you are coming up, 30 seconds you are holding and 6 seconds you are going down. Now the T's. Spread it out, hands up. Same thing, you have to squeeze your scapular blades together. Hold there, 30, 6, 30 and 6. So again, holdings. This the holds you can decrease it to 20 seconds also, but 20 seconds is the minimal when you are doing it. Repetitions 5 to 7, that's it. So this test we do it for supraspinatus tear also to find out the empty can test. So if you are not able to lift this up with resistance, that means there is some problem in your supraspinatus, partial tear or any kind of inflammation, tendinitis. So how you have to do this, how you have to strengthen your supraspinatus? Our internal rotation when we move up. So normally for apart from the shoulder cases, like we see frozen shoulder, this movement is restricted for females. They are not able to put their straps and all. So this movement also, when we are training our rotator cuff, the internal rotators, the subscap are very important group of muscle. So how do we do that? Take your hands back. Now with the good hand, you keep the band here and then stretch it down. Take up. So I'm not asking you to take it further up. What you have to do is, because when we use a band, it provides assistance and resistance both. So what I'm asking you to do is, I'm asking you to pull it down, and when you go up, because of the band's assistance, you'll eventually go up. And with the resistance band, strengthening also happens. So with the use of the band, this is very good. When we in a frozen shoulder case also, if you're doing it with a band, don't try to take it up. Take it down, hold it there, and when you go up, it just goes up. So all those exercises were specifically for rotator cuff muscles. If you're advised for a surgery, you can do these drills. But then when we are in the initial phases of our rehab, we are not going to do more of the reps. We are going to focus on the isometric holds. That also increases your joint position sense, your proprioception. You also develop your neuromuscular control. So all those isometric holds, although it is like, not very fancy, but holding any kind of exercise gives great result. So all these exercises, whether it is prone W, I's and T's, or the isometric holds like the internal rotators or the external moving out, those are very good exercises. Only the red flags which you have to be careful about, if that has increased your pain, you must see your doctor why the pain has increased. So the pain also increases because of you have started loading your joint, which was not moving at all, because of the fear, because of the tear, which you were advised that there is a tear, so you're not moving your joint, so you have started loading it. So that also could have increased your pain. Ice it, do some ice fomentation, give it a rest of a day, and if it not subsides, you should see your doctor.